I'm Erin Feniger Maggio, and I am the creative director and founder of Rialto Jean Project.
So Erin, tell us how Rialto Jean Project got started.
I started this company about 8 years ago. I was living in Venice Beach, California, and I was very inspired by the actual artists that walked around the streets and just what they aesthetically looked like. I remember a girl that used to be at the coffee shop every morning after surfing that had these baggy jeans on with paint all over it and a white tank top and that perfect beachy wave curl. And I thought, if I created something that looked like that, people would buy it, that aren't artists necessarily working in a studio. So I went to Goodwill. I bought a bunch of vintage denim. I had always kind of been obsessed with vintage denim, so I kind of knew what I wanted and what to look for. Called a couple friends that were artists and asked, can I just watch you paint and how you wipe the brushes on your jeans? And I just started doing it at home, and that's honestly kind of how this all got started.
And the designs on all of your denim pieces are all very different. How do you get the design concepts or inspiration for each item?
So when we first launched the company, it was completely inspired by artists in their studio. Which is still to this day our most popular collection, which is our studio collection. As the company grew, the jeans and the designs grew with what was trending in fashion. So you'll see a ton of flowers. We're pretty much known for that at this point. And the flowers kind of go with what's trending for the season.
All of the artists that design your pants are employees. If you want to go into that, how did you come up with that concept?
I reached out to local artists wherever we were. We started in LA, we moved to New York, and then 3 years ago we moved to Toledo. And each of those cities I reached out and to different artists that I knew, people recommended people to me, and really those people were, very well curated through me, and those artists that brought things to the table, new ideas, a freshness each time we've moved.
And then you have displayed that you were in Oprah magazine, Kanye West has worn your pieces. What was that initial reaction when you had your first celebrity reach out to you about your brand?
Oprah was pretty amazing. They've all been. I mean, I get excited to this day every time a jean launches on our Free People site that we've been doing for 4 years. The first time Giselle wore them, I got a phone call, she wanted a pair of jeans. I remember just I couldn't make them quick enough and ship them quick enough. I wanted to fly them there personally. It's so exciting, but whether it be a celebrity, I get excited if somebody was walking down the street, has them on.
And you were in LA, New York, and now you're here in Toledo. What brought you back to the Glass City?
Well, I'm originally from here, and after I got married 3 years ago, my husband and I decided that we wanted to come back here, start a family, be near family, and it was a perfect opportunity to get this incredible space downtown. So many amazing changes are going on down here, kind of coming in at the forefront of all of that.
Fashionable and philanthropic too. Proceeds from each pair of handcrafted jeans goes towards nonprofits, notably those which assist patients in children's hospitals through innovative art therapy programs. All of Erin's work falls under Rialto's motto of denim doing good, giving added importance to the creation of jeans, which we saw firsthand in the studio's workshop.
All right, Erin, so let's kind of dive into the process. What do we do first?
Okay, so the best way for me to explain this is when I first started this, I was watching somebody in their studio painting on a canvas and wiping their brushes just without thinking on their pants. So when I am painting these, I am truly thinking of it in that way. I splatter sometimes, I genuinely wipe the brush like this. So it's as if these pants were on you and you were just wiping your brushes.
So like your apron, kind of.
Yep.
That's our inspo.
Exactly, exactly. I often start, especially on a darker denim, with white, so the colors pop more, that everything's gonna go on. I often finish with the white, but that's kind of really and truly where my inspiration comes from and when I'm painting every jean.
Awesome. So Jordan and I are not visual artists. What tips would you give us?
I would say do not overthink it. I was not an artist when I started this. I genuinely had to watch artists in the studio to see that process. And it's the best way for me to tell you is just without thinking about it, just be dipping paint and putting it on, like wiping your brush.
Deal.
So one thing that you're doing, and like this is kind of what we don't do,
okay.
like you wouldn't be doing that as an artist.
All right.
And we do focus like this area more, where you would be reaching
Right, if you're sitting down.
Sitting or standing, yep.
Okay.
All right, is that too much, or do you say more?
No, see, I mean, I just like don't even wash my brushes sometimes, and sometimes I'll just go like this. Just to give you guys an idea.
All right.
All right, so one of the things I'm going to tell you girls to do is come to this end of the jean, more of the outside, because this is where it starts to become like more of a brand. And when you're thinking of your customer, because every time you paint towards this, it's not as flattering.
Right. Okay, that's a good call.
I'm giving a lot of inside secrets. So it's mainly focused like in this area, and then for flattery purposes, you have to bring it through here.
Okay, makes sense.
So on both sides, and then sometimes I just kind of do like but not tons on the back.
Right, right.
For this specific design.
Now for color schemes, what's like your favorite, or what do you go to?
For this collection, all colors.
All colors, all right.
So nothing's off
Love
limits.
it.
Nothing's off limits, and my favorite pairs have all colors. They look great. We just have to bring it in a little bit right here.
Okay.
So these are the things that when I first got started that you really had to kind of perfect just for flattery purposes.
Gotcha. Right,
where
yeah.
things like, once you put them on, they weren't very flattering.
Have you ever like tried on a pair and then realized that and you're like, I need to go in here a little bit more?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
How did we do? How would you rate
You
this?
did great. You did great for your first time.
Awesome. We still probably have a lot more to learn.
We have a long way to go. We're a little messy.
Listen, I have an incredible team of artists, and I can tell you, this is the only person who touches the studio collection is me.
Cool.
But I can't do any of this.
Yeah. These are amazing right here. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for letting us come in and get
for
dirty.
coming.